Nomads. Today we're going to talk about taking showers, or better, more accurately, staying clean if you live in a car, a van, or an SUV. Now, that's the first question people ask is, well, how are you going to take a shower if you live in a car, or if you live in an SUV, a van? And the answer is you probably are not going to take showers. Oh, you got to take showers. You'll be filthy and stink. There'll be flies buzzing around you like Pigpen in Linus, in Charles Schultz. No. For thousands of years, people have stayed clean without hot indoor running water. That's just a pure luxury that we're so used to and we enjoy so much, we think we can't live without it. But in fact, we really can. You can live without that without any problem. It doesn't sound very pleasant, and it isn't. I miss taking a hot shower whenever I want. It feels good. Showers will get you cleaner than any other method of cleaning, but you can get plenty clean without a shower. It's just a shower feels so good, and so you think, I can't do without the comfort of a shower, but you really can. So I'm going to tell you how to stay clean, perfectly clean, living in a car, van, or SUV, and we'll also talk about how to take showers, because you can it's a little more complicated, but you can do it. So we're going to cover both. And later on we'll talk about how to get water and how to set up a shower, actual shower room, things like that. But for now we're just talking about staying clean. Everything you need to do to stay clean is right here. Basins. People have been using some kind of a basin to stay clean forever. You fill the basin with water. You get some washcloths. I forgot to bring washcloths out, but you all know what washcloths are. You take the washcloth, get it wet, you wipe your face, you just wipe everywhere. No big deal. Today, people have been doing that for a very, very long time, and it works. Today, we have wet wipes. And so, boy, these are the cat's meow. Everyone should carry wet wipes, quick hands, face, crotch, armpits especially. If you can keep your crotch and armpits clean and not smelling, you're going to be in good shape. You can just use your water just out of a basin, your washcloth. This is easy. And for the armpits and crotch especially, because let's face it, those are the places that smell. We all know that. Let's not pretend. Antibacterial wet wipes are the key there. You bathe yourself using this method, then you go after the crotch, the armpit with antibacterial wipes, and then that's going to kill the germs and the bacteria, which is what makes you smell. And then you use your deodorant, whichever kind you use. They're natural, unnatural. There are all kinds of different thoughts on that, and I won't cover that. That's for you to figure it out for yourself. You're big boys and girls. So right off the bat, just a water in a basin. Now what about soap? For soap, I use Dr. Bonner's. All my soap ends up on the ground. I don't have a disposal system. I don't have a gray water tank or a black water tank. So I want to use soap that's not going to harm the earth. I use all Dr. Bonner's. I put it in here, and I mix it very tiny amounts. It's super concentrated. I have a 16-ounce bottle, and I couldn't find it for this video. It's tucked away somewhere, because I fill one of these, and these will last me forever. I wash my hair with this. I wash my armpits with this. I wash my dog with this. I have a Coleman stove that I cook on, and you know, if you've ever seen a Coleman stove you cook on, they really get cruddy looking. I clean that, and it cleans it just like 409 would or anything else. I have a countertop in my trailer. I spray the countertop with this. Dr. Bonner's is such a great thing. I just can't recommend it. It's better for you physically. It's better for the earth. It's cheaper. A bottle is expensive. I got a 16-ounce bottle, I believe, maybe even 32. Tea tree oil, that's the one I use. Tea tree has a certain antiseptic effect to it, and it's mostly all natural. It's a couple things that are chemical names that I don't know what they are, but they claim even those are natural. I love Dr. Bonner's. Armpits, crotch, using the spray bottle so I can get right up in the crotch. You got to get up in there. You know, you want to keep clean. Come on, folks. We all got crotches and they all stink. So you got to get up there. So that's the tool, and you can always use bar soap. And Germ-X, some kind of alcohol hand wiping. You go in the bathroom in your van, in your poop bucket. Got a video about that. You go read it. Last thing with this, man, I'm not a germphobe, but come on. If you're not 100%, if you're not washing your hand in soap and water under a sink, running water after you poop, I want to use this, so I use that a lot. the antibacterial wipes. I think those are really critical for your armpits to keep your odors down, and it really will. Whether you live at home or not, you'll find an antibacterial wipe. And Equate's the cheapest one. They're just exactly the same. Which brand of wet wipes? I have found, this is the Walmart, I have found this to be not only the cheapest but the best. The others, and I've tried them all, I've used them extensively. I've bought a 3-pack just like this of the Pampers and the Huggies and the No Names, all of them. Walmart's simply better, and I don't know why. It can both be better and cheaper, but it is. It's what I recommend. So there you have it. This will keep you clean. It will be a little harder because you got a big surface area to do with this way. So we'll look at easier ways, but this is all you need to stay clean right here. Okay. Here's a really good method of staying clean. Well, here's two. Let me just kind of show you them both. This is this is like 3. I believe this is 2.5 or 3 gallon bucket. It's black, which is what I wanted it to be. So you set this out in the sun on even, this is already warm to the touch here. So you put a gallon or 2 or 3 in here of water, and you put it out in the sun on any kind of a 80-degree day, 70-degree day. It takes longer the cooler it is, but eventually the water will be warm at the minimum, lukewarm, plenty warm enough to shower. Well, okay, so I got a bucket full of water. What am I going to do with that? Ah, you got a handy dandy pump. This is an Ivation. I really like it. It has a plug in here that if you can really see that. If I undid this, there's a port there, and it comes with a cord that goes to a USB. You can plug this into anything that will power USB. You can plug it into your phone. You've got a bunch of USB devices and a way to charge them, and so you use that. So it's got its own battery and it charges off USB. Very simple. It's got to be in. That's in the water. And the on-off switch is in the device. It's not very handy. You'd think eventually this thing would break, but it gets great reviews on Amazon, which is why I'm recommending it. Pump comes on. So you put this out in the sun. It's kind of been a cool day. The sun's been in behind shadows. But even this is comfortable. I wouldn't hesitate to use this. But it's plenty long enough to, you set this up on a box or something, you can wash your hair and you got some pressure. You can easily get your armpits, you can get down, up. This is a good method. And this is just, the bucket's $4 at Home Depot. It's just a black in the paint department. This was expensive. It was $39, I believe. But you can buy these with D-operated, D-battery operated that work really well. This one just has to have the rechargeable battery, which is what makes it worth it. I don't have to keep buying D batteries. But pumps are pretty easy to find and cheap. Now, you got to have a lid because you're going to carry this around. I don't want to have to dump my water every time. I'm not going to recirculate it back in if I'm taking a bath. I just did that to show you, so I didn't waste the water. This is called a Gamma lid. You can also buy this at Home Depot. This is $7.50. This has one on it. Let me show you. What have I done with that lid? It's got its own threads. It's got a gasket, the white gasket, so it should be watertight. I've not found them to be particularly watertight. Maybe I'm not doing it right. And it just screws on. And now it's watertight enough. You set this in your van while you're driving, it's going to slosh around a bit, but it's not going to slosh out and leak. You turn it upside down, I found that they do leak. But I can live with that. My plan is not to turn it upside down. This is called a Gamma lid. It's $7.50 at Home Depot. You can get it, there you see, Gamma Seal lid. Let me show you how this works. If I can figure out how to do it. No. This is what you'll buy. I've already done this one. We can't do it again. You put it on. You get just a rock. You can do it with a rock, but if you have a hammer or a rubber mallet, it will be ideal. But a rock will do it just fine. Just pound around. It has you can't really see it because it's black. It has its own rubber seal on the inside, and you pound it on really good. And the threads, this has its own thread, which is what the threads here are going to groove match into. $7.50 at Home Depot. It turns your bucket into a sealable bucket. A really good thing. I'm really going to recommend these to you. You get it from Amazon as well, and I'll put a link up at the bottom. There are more. Amazon, I don't know why it's so much more. It's like $12, $13 on Amazon. Go to Home Depot. So here's hot water. You want to shower? Fine. Hot water, it doesn't cost you anything. The sun warmed it up. You set in a chair because this is going to be heavy. You could set it up on the roof of your van and come down. Another good way is pump up sprayer. This was $10. This is the Home Depot brand. HDX is their name. $10 at Walmart. Pretty tight. Oh, let me take this off here. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. And then it's this is actually kind of flexible. That's nice for $10. And then this adjusts for a spray. See, that's pretty good spray. If you're washing your hair and you blast your hair away with that, that's going to bring it out. And you're going to paint this black. You're going to go to Walmart and buy or anywhere and buy spray paint that says for plastic. I would go lightly with a very light grade sandpaper and sandpaper it a little bit. Wash it good, sandpaper it, dry it really, clean it really good. Paint this black, sit this in the sun. This will get really warm because it's smaller. And you can even, now this is a little awkward because of the long handle, but you can still completely get into everywhere you want to get in, just the way it is. But this actually comes off. And that would work just fine too. You know, that's quite a bit of pressure. It's got a button. You just push it on and off. Pump it. If it starts to lose its pressure and as it goes down, it will. And I'll put that back on there for now. Really good thing. These are really good things. How simple would this to shower? If you can set up a shower enclosure, and I'm going to show you how you can set up a shower enclosure, you can take a shower pretty easily. You don't. Now, of course, the old-fashioned way is to what people have been doing for thousands of years is put a pot on a fire, put it on your Coleman stove, and warm up the water. You can do that too. You could set this out in the sun if it was in the winter and that's not getting warm enough. Warm up boil a quart or two of water, pour that in here, and you'll have plenty fine water for a shower. So this is not hard to shower out here, to stay clean. This will keep you clean and smelling fresh. Just these things. This will give you the comfort of a shower, which is really what you're looking for. Okay, so what's next? Let's see, what can I show you? We'll talk about how to get water in either another video or another segment of this video. If this is going to be too long, I'll put it in another video. Finally, let's talk about solar showers. I'm a big fan of solar showers. You fill this. This is a small one. This is, I believe, 2.5 gallons. And they come in 3, 3.5, 5. A lot of people buy the 5s. Bear this in mind. You buy a 5-gallon shower, and you want to put it up on the roof of your van so that it's up on the van and the hose, the shower head hangs down. Water is 8 pounds to a gallon. A 5-gallon one of these is 40 pounds. Can you pick 40 pounds up and lift it over your head and put it on your van? Can you lift it up and hang it from a tree limb? If you can't, buy a smaller one. This will get warmer faster. A couple things I'm looking for in a solar shower and why I bought this one. I have a link to this one on Amazon. I think it's around $20. That's the going rate for most of them. A lot of them have a stopper that you shove in here. I hate those things. I mean, I really despise them. They're hard to get in and out. And once they're in, they get hot and they get cool and they kind of just lock into place and they're very difficult. I'm looking for one with a screw closure. I can always get that open and closed. Just don't do it too tight and you can get it off. So that's one thing I'm looking for. And you're looking for a really good strong area here. I think this is one of the better ones. Because if you actually do hang it from a tree or from the side of your van, this is the weak point and they'll break. This one strikes me as unusually good. One thing that's really handy is to have these tabs, Velcro tabs, for this, and my dog has found something to bark at. So that it's not always dragging in the dirt. You know, I don't want my shower head dragging in the dirt. An on-off switch for the shower head. Some of them make you do this. This is how you actually you bend them, and that's how you turn them off. That doesn't seem like a good thing to me. You're looking for a good shower head, and this is. I didn't have it full of water because it'll just be a pain. And it opens, closes, opens. I hope you can see that. Opens and then closes. The one side will be any color, black probably, but this one's silver, I'm not sure why. This side is clear with a black. You fill this side and you hang it with this hanging out to the sun. So you've got a little cute little thermostat, which does work. Actually it works pretty well. I found it pretty accurate. And this one, you'll notice the shape. And at first I thought this is a crazy idea. But it's a diamond shape, and the outlet hose is here at the very bottom of the diamond. And this is how it'll look if you hang it. This is how it'll look if you hang it. And the reason is so that as the water comes down, it doesn't just pool up here, it's forced into the hose. It actually works quite a bit better. Code, come on. This is a good one, summer shower. I'll put a link up to Amazon. I've been really happy with this one. Some of them aren't very durable, and this one has proved to be durable. How do you get water? And I'll just jump ahead a little bit to that segment. You're going to want to carry a white a water bottle. You can hook this up to any hose. They're kind of a pain in the butt because you're going to have it hooked up to the hose. You don't want to have to go to the hose. So I put a Y on it with these that allow me to open and close it individually. So if you're filling 1 gallon bottles, which is what I'm usually filling, I found that to be a lot easier, and that's what I recommend. And I always, so I don't run the risk of getting dirt in it, I always leave it sealed to hang, and then I'll just hang that somewhere out of my way. Buck jugs. This is what I'm using for jugs. I do carry a Reliance, a 5-gallon Reliance that sits here. I'm not carrying it on this segment of the trip. When I'm making this video, I usually do. But if I'm not, I don't fill it because it's 8 pounds per gallon. It's 40 pounds for this jug, and I don't want to carry that weight unless I need to. So I'm not even carrying that now. This is what most of you will be using, just plain old jugs. This is the best, this Rubbermaid jug, but they're hard to find. I have to find them at thrift stores, and they're about all gone. This Arizona tea jug is the best jug I've ever found. These jugs for teas, these are really quality. The failure point on these is the lid, the rings, and the lids are the failure points. You're going to lose them. These have far superior lids. Look for these. They're almost even worth buying it to drink the tea to keep the jug. So jugs. Okay, now. So we got a way to make hot water. We got running hot water with our sprayer and with the pump. If you want to take a shower in the van, how are you going to do that? Well, I'll show you a couple ways. First, this is just a Kiddie. I didn't even take it out of the box. I'm going to return it. I just want to show you the box. This is a Kiddie Pool, inflatable pool. It's 48 inches, 45 inches, something like that. You can inflate it in the bottom of your van and step inside of it and actually take a shower inside your van. It's a lot better if you have a high top, but you can do it with a low top by just kneeling down in it. This is pretty fragile plastic. I would always cover that with a couple towels or a sheet or something. It'll get sopping wet, but you wring it out and you put it outside to dry in the sun. So how are you going to keep the water from splashing everywhere? A really good way, and I couldn't find a hula hoop to show you, is go buy a hula hoop and hang it from something along your roof. You can just hang it from a bungee. It's not going to weigh anything. And then you use, do I have that out here? Oh, I have a shower curtain. I don't think I brought it out with me. So you got just plain old shower curtain with rings. So you hang a hula hoop, and it's got these rings, and you can use zip ties, you can use spring clips, just use a piece of string. Whatever you're using, you can hang it around. It will hang around the hula hoop, and then you kneel down inside of it. This is on the ground. You're kneeling inside it. The hula hoop, or you can just buy a tarp. A 5x8 tarp will do this every bit as well, and it's cheaper and more useful. So that's really what you should buy. I'm actually just have this to show you. You put this around the hula hoop, and you use one of these two things, a pump of some kind. There are all kinds of different pumps. I'm just showing you one example. There's lots of different pumps. Oh, one more way to stand, something else to stand in. This is a mixing tub. It says right on there, mixing tub from Home Depot. Same thing here. I never use this, so I'm going to return it. I'm just showing it to you. I don't use this. You can put this down in the on the floor of your van. Kneel down on this. Sit in this. If you got a high top van, stand in this. Put your hula hoop overhead. Put your shower curtain, your 6x8 tarp around you so that it drapes down inside and keeps the water from splashing around. And you can shower right inside your van, and this is cheap. Oh, I forget how much this is. It was 20 bucks or something. It'll last a long time. A little more difficult to carry these. I have, if I were going to carry this, I've got this hitch haul in the back with this box. I would just bungee it down on the top. Or in between these two boxes. I could fit it down there. I'd figure out a way to carry it if this is something I wanted to do. This is all I need to do to stay clean, is this whole system here. And I just don't bother with any of this. But some of you won't be satisfied with this, and I'm giving you options. So, okay, so I think we've covered everything I want to say. You can see how to make your own shower. These three methods give you the actual shower, give you hot water, very easily and cheaply. None of these are all less than 20 bucks. Well, the pump is more. It was 40, and the bucket was 4, so it's still awfully cheap. And you're taking a shower, and room is an issue. This takes the least room. If you use it all up, it folds down in this size. Because room's an issue if say you have a car, but you got a car, an SUV, you can carry that, no doubt about it. It's actually smaller than this, although I'd be carrying all this anyway. This is next smallest. You can see that's really small. This is only a 1 gallon, but you can take a good shower. You can get your hair clean. That's one of your big questions. How am I going to get my hair clean? So there you have it. Really easy to stay clean. It's no big deal. And even if you want the comfort of a shower, you can arrange that. In the next segment, I'll show you how to hang a shower enclosure so you can get outside, which is going to be a whole lot more comfortable. Okay, so I'll stop there and we'll move on to the next segment of outside shower enclosures. Okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Watch the rest of the video, and we'll meet again next time. Goodbye, my fellow nomads.